Welcome back to my channel. On this adventure, I'm heading to Champagne, France. This trip should be a lot of fun, so let's get into the video. It's the night before and we're still in the Netherlands. We're heading to Champagne, France the next morning. There was a crazy lightning storm this evening and it was so amazing to watch. Well, it's the next morning and we're heading to Champagne, France. The drive is actually relatively straightforward when you drive from the Netherlands to France. You also drive through Belgium, but you'll see these beautiful wild yellow flowers on either side of the highway along the way. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, we finally made it to Épernay, France, which is a little commune, and this is where the Avenue de Champagne is located, all the champagne houses. Unfortunately for us, the weather has changed for the worse, but that's okay. We're still going to walk around and check out all the sights. Little dining room here. Huh. This is cool. Sink. Wow. Nice open living room. Bedroom. Very cool. Is this a pair of earrings? Huh. That's a first. Now that we have our luggage sorted, it's time for us to explore. So right in the heart of Épernay, you're going to see this huge air balloon. This thing takes you 150 meters up into the sky and you get 360-degree views of the surrounding area. Pretty cool. Well, we are famished, so Épernay is littered with cafes and restaurants with delicious food. We just stopped at the first one we saw, and of course, all the food looked amazing. Our first stop was the Mercier Champagne House. This place was incredible. As soon as you walk through the front doors, you're greeted by a massive cask. This cask was built in 1889, and they had a huge team of ox and men transport this cask all the way to Paris. They had to widen the roads in order to transport it. It's quite the story.
Welcome to Épernay and the Mercier House of Champagne. I am Mercier, its founder. For me, this is where it all began. To quote Victor Hugo, Épernay is the city of champagne wine. Nothing more, nothing less. Located at the heart of the Champagne region, Épernay, the capital of Champagne, owes its success to its special chalky soil, which favors the cultivation of grapes.
This is really neat. Didn't expect this. So after a short little elevator ride, you're taken into these massive tunnels. So these tunnels are 18 kilometers in length, and it took 6 years to build. So when Eugene Mercier had these built, they would have visitors come in horse and buggy, and those horse and buggies would travel around in these tunnels. So that's how large and wide they are.
In 1858, next to the visionary spirit of the young man, Mercier, for our shipments. And of course, very good maturation for our champagne. We have a very high level of humidity of 90%, a constant temperature of about 10 degrees, and finally, the darkness. So it's here, under the watchful eyes of more than 100 citizens. So if Mercier wanted the cellar to be spacious and practical, he wanted also a beautiful environment. And for that, he commissioned the artist Gustave to represent me. So our 2002 stayed more than 20 years in our cellars for the maturation period. This kind of champagne is more expensive because you have the best grapes inside from the best villages, our Grand Cru. You have also more maturation, and it's more complex to create this kind of cuvée, so they are unique. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the most beautiful and the longest of our gallery, the Pancake Gallery. The real barrel, and we use it as a blending cask during 20 years more or less. And this barrel was also the ambassador of the house during the Paris Crop Fair in 1889. This barrel is also finished with decoration from the first alcoholic fermentation. We obtain a wine without bubbles. But now, the bottle is closed, so the gas cannot escape. And we obtain a sparkling wine, and one in the bottle. However, the yeast don't have enough sugar, so they die, and they form a deposit, the sediments. And you can't drink it, we need to remove it.
And of course, what is a champagne tour without tasting champagne? Mercier's champagne is very delicious. I'll put the information about this tour in the description. Well, it's time to eat, and so we head over to a little commune called Champagne, and this little quaint restaurant called Avarum. They kept serving us dish after dish that was absolutely mouth-watering. I mean, check it out. The next restaurant on our list was a restaurant called Lomain, which is in the heart of Épernay. And as soon as you walk into the restaurant, you're taken aback by the elegant ambience and the tantalizing aromas that the restaurant has to offer. Definitely put this one on your list. It's a new day and we decide to take a drive over to another commune called Haut-Villiers, and we make a pit stop at a champagne house called G. Tribault, and of course we do some tasting. The views were extraordinary at this place. A little sleeping individual. That's cool. Very cool. While we were in Haut-Villiers, we wanted to stop by this statue, which is of Dom Pérignon. I'm sure you've heard of him. His real name is Pierre Pérignon, and he was born in 1638, and he was a Benedictine monk. So he's credited for offering new methods of fermentation, combining different types of vines to make more sparkling wines. So we continued our walk and we came across the Abbey Saint-Pierre-l'Haut-Villiers. So this is a former Benedictine monastery, and it was established in 665 and it was active up until the French Revolution of 1789. So it actually housed many relics of Saint Helena, Empress of the Mother of Constantine, between 841 and 1819. And there's direct relation, of course, with Dom Pérignon and the contribution of the sparkling wine and champagne in the region. The last restaurant on our list was La Cave à Champagne, and I have to say that this was the best food that we'd eaten on the entire trip. The staff were excellent, and each dish was meticulously crafted, and the staff made sure to pair each one of the champagnes perfectly with our dishes.
quand c'est produit, tu dis putain, c'est quoi cette question, c'est...
Ah ouais.
S'il vous plaît, madame.
De quel
I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks again for tuning in to Ben Ventures. Make sure to check out my YouTube channel where I've got lots of other content. I hike around, I travel, and I do a lot of amazing things in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.